signal of the day. Grow softer as the hours turn. What was urgent falls away. What was burning ceases to burn. Fading signal, let it go into the warm below. Fading signal, soft release, everything dissolving into peace. Fading signal won't fade out. That's what evening's all about. I used to chase the fading signal, try to hold the day in place. Now I let the fade be integral to finding my most honest face. Fading signal, let it go into the warm below. Fading signal, soft release, everything dissolving into peace. Fading signal won't fade out. That's what evening's all about. Fading now, beautifully fading into the warm static. Everything at room temperature. No extremes, no burning cold. Just the ordinary texture of a night that's growing old. Room temperature, just right. Perfectly adjusted night. Room temperature, soft and even. No more reasons for not believing. gets no sun, just the cool and honest light of a sky that's never done, deciding between gray and bright. Northern window, honest view, no flattery in what comes through. Northern window, clear and real, showing me exactly how to feel. I've grown fond of its cool gaze, the way it doesn't romanticize. No golden filters, no soft haze, just the truth in northern skies. Northern window, honest view, no flattery in what comes through. Northern window, clear and real, showing me exactly how to feel. Some windows face the easy light, some face the long and patient north. I think I needed one that's right, not beautiful but fully worth. Looking north, finding something truer there. I know the slow geography of this apartment after dark. The creak of floorboards telling me which way to move without a mark. Slow geography known by heart, every corner, every part. Slow geography, mine alone, the smallest version of a home. dramatic, just revealing what the ordinary has picked. Slow tide in and out. This is what I'm all about. Slow tide, soft and deep, moving even while I sleep. I've stopped trying to control the tide of what I feel and when and how. I let the slow wave carry wide and trust the where it takes me now. Slow tide in and out. This is what I'm all about. Slow tide, soft and deep, moving even while I sleep. The tide doesn't need permission. The tide doesn't need a reason. It just moves in its own rhythm through every single season. Out. The slow tide knows the way. The warm architecture of the life I've built without a formal plan is holding better than the strife of having tried to go by plan. Warm architecture built by feel, more honest than the planned ideal. Warm architecture stands and holds better than the structured molds. Not every wall is perfectly plumb. Not every ceiling meets the line. But everything here has become something that is genuinely mine. Warm architecture built by feel, more honest than the planned ideal. Warm architecture stands and holds better than the structured molds. Built without blueprints, night and I without a word, to meet here in the small hours when nothing else could be heard. I show up and the night shows up. That's the only deal we struck. Quiet contract, you and I. No questions asked about the why. Quiet contract, soft and sealed. Nothing broken, nothing healed. Keep my end by being still, by not demanding more than this. The night keeps its end until the morning comes to end the bliss. I show up and the night shows up. That's the only deal we struck. Quiet contract, you and I. No questions asked about the why. Quiet contract, soft and sealed. Nothing broken, nothing healed. The night always keeps its word. That's more than most. Beneath the canopy of everything, there grows an understory, soft and low, where smaller lives do their own flourishing, away from everything. The loud winds blow, the understory, mine to know, where the quieter things grow. The understory, low and true. This is where I There's an undercurrent moving slow. Beneath the surface of the usual. A river that I barely know, but feel in ways that are unusual. Undercurrent always there, moving through the unaware. Undercurrent pull me through, back to everything that's true. Undercurrent deep and long, carrying me where I belong. I've stopped swimming against the under, started trusting where it leads. The quiet current of this wonder knows exactly what I need. Undercurrent always there, moving through the unaware. Undercurrent pull me through, back to everything that's true. Undercurrent deep and long, carrying me where I belong. The undercurrent knows. Let it carry you. It knows the way. The ease that comes at night is different from the daytime kind. It doesn't have to fight to settle somewhere in the mind. Nocturnal ease, unhurried gift, the only kind that doesn't shift. Nocturnal ease, soft and free, this is what the night gives me. Nocturnal ease, real and slow, the only ease I've come to know. I try to find it in the day, in tasks completed, boxes ticked, but ease would always slip away before I knew that I was tricked. Nocturnal ease, unhurried gift, the only kind that doesn't shift. Nocturnal ease, soft and free, this is what the night gives me. Nocturnal ease, real and slow, the only ease You left a residue behind. The kind that settles into things. Into corners of my mind. Into the quiet that evening brings. Residue of what was real. The softest kind of what I feel. Residue, warm and thin. A trace of where you've always been. Residue, mine to keep. The gentlest thing inside the deep. I find it in the strangest places. In the pause before I speak. In the gaps between the faces of every ordinary week. Residue of what was real. The softest kind of what I feel. Residue, warm and thin. A trace of where you've always been. Residue, mine to keep. The gentlest thing inside the deep. Not a wound, more like a watermark. Proof that something beautiful was here. What do you do with all this time? When the world is finally slowed. When the night is almost mine. And the weight has been offloaded. Slow hours, take your time. Nothing here needs to rhyme. Slow hours, wide and warm. Far from anything like storm. I used to rush the quiet parts. Skip to where the action was. Now I live inside the starts. Inside the because. Slow hours, take your time. Nothing here needs to rhyme. Slow hours, wide and warm. Far from anything like storm. And now I can hold so much if you let it open up. If you stop demanding more from what was always just enough. How did I ever rush through this? I leave my bandwidth open at night. No filtering, no blocking out. Just receptive to whatever's light. Signal makes its quiet shout. Open bandwidth. Receive it all. Everything that comes to call. Open bandwidth, wide and clear, picking up what wants to be here. Open bandwidth, soft and live, taking everything the night will give. Some nights the signal is just static. Some nights it carries something true. I've stopped being so emphatic about which kind comes through. Open bandwidth, receive it all. Everything that comes to call. Open bandwidth, wide and clear, picking up what wants to be here. Open bandwidth, soft and live, taking everything the night will give. Receiving. Open and receiving. Something always comes through. The soft evidence of you still here. A cup left at the wrong side. A habit I kept without clear reason after you untied. Small proofs of what was real, the kind that only I can feel. Soft evidence, quiet signs. Yours between spaces, mine. Soft evidence, still and true. The ordinary left by you. I haven't moved the chair you liked, or changed the lamp above the bed. These small things keep what might have spiked into grief more soft instead. Small proofs of what was real, the kind that only I can feel. Soft evidence, quiet signs. Yours between have unread pages everywhere.